I'm Alan Spears with Occupy Democrats, and in some breaking news that's hopefully going to put a smile on your face, Donald Trump has been caught, once again, making himself a national embarrassment. Yes, today we have been fortunate enough to have a couple of clips surface to show that the former president is just as incompetent out of the White House as he is inside of it, and I think it's important for us to all step back and take a bit of a breather in this time of great political divide to simply have a laugh at the former president's expense. Now, as many of you are actually probably well aware at this point, Trump is a rather big fan of playing golf. In fact, this jackass is such a big fan of golf that he spent a quarter of his presidency away playing golf. Do you understand that? Do you know how much time that is? That he spent a quarter of his presidency playing golf. That's to say nothing of the time he spent at Mar-a-Lago on vacation or anywhere else really doing anything other than work and serving this country. It really does just boggle the mind how anyone thinks that this guy in any way served our country or made it in any way better. And I absolutely know that there are probably going to be a number of different Republicans breaking their backs, bending over, trying to make excuses or saying that this is where the real deals happened or the leadership took place or that he was delegating. It's just, you see moments like this, like where you see these stories of him spending a quarter of his presidency on the golf course, and you wonder why. You wonder why the Republicans have decided to bet on this horse. It's confusing, it's concerning, but in honesty, it's a little hilarious. This is what the Republicans have stooped to. Look how far they have fallen. Now, rather than hitting the campaign trail to try to maybe appeal to the undecided voter or trying to do anything productive whatsoever, it would seem that Trump thought that this was the prime time to step away and participate in a little bit of a golf game. In fact, it was announced that Trump would be golfing with none other than the U.S. Open champion Bryson DeChambeau, and that this golf game would actually be filmed. Now, this video of Trump and DeChambeau golfing together is set to release actually later today on DeChambeau's Break 50 series on his popular YouTube channel. And it was stated that they will be donating $10,000 to the Wounded Warrior Project for every stroke they score under par. Now, the challenge is meant to be where DeChambeau and his guest, at this point Trump, try to score less than 50 from the shortest tee boxes over 18 holes. Now, surely, if the former president spent nearly a quarter of his presidency away from the White House and on the golf course, he must be a master, right? Well, you would be wrong. So, take a look and see some of the footage that has surfaced of Donald Trump on the golf course, and gosh, he's doing his best.
Go!
Yeah.
Go! That's right.
It's a little wet.
It is.
Could be.
Get in there. Get in! Oh, good speed though. Break! Oh, it didn't break. That's all right. Go in. Go! Right in the hole! Going. Broke left. Oh. Come on. Ugh.
It's not that they're bad.
That's nice. Do it. Come on. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, it does just
Goes a
fraction.
little.
Sit down.
Nope, not much.
Sit down. All right, let me go short.
Could happen.
Go. It didn't break that.
Oh boy, was that horribly embarrassing. Now, in full disclosure, I myself do not golf at all, and the closest I've ever come to being on the golf course is on the miniature putt-putt courses down in Panama City Beach. But even I think I could do better than what Trump just did. I mean, good God, you would have thought that the man that spent, again, 25% of his presidency away and out of the White House on the golf course. Again, to say nothing of his time in Mar-a-Lago or in any other place he wasn't working, you would have thought he would have done better, right? I mean, Jesus, we ended up seeing Trump and Biden debating about their golfing handicaps and who could be the better golfer during the presidential debate. Why we were even talking about that in the first place, I have no idea. It's insane to me that was actually what was being discussed. But second of all, like, who cares? Like, why is this man allowed to run for president? Why is golfing skill even discussed about what makes you qualified as a president? Now again, I am hardly a master of golf and I am only loosely acquainted with the terms, but if I am not mistaken, par is the set number, or at least the ideal number, of swings or strokes you take with your golf club to get the golf ball in the hole. A rough definition, but I believe a functional one. And again, assuming I understand the terms of this challenge and agreement correctly, ideally both DeChambeau and Trump would want to get the golf ball in the hole with as few strokes as possible to, maximize those donations to the program. So I can't help but laugh, because this is either Trump proving that he is utterly shit at golf despite riding around for a quarter of his presidency playing the game, or he was intentionally missing the shots and messing up to minimize the amount of money they would donate to the Wounded Warriors Project. Either way, it's not a good look. And I can just hear the Republicans now, especially those that golf, saying, well, let's see you do better. He was doing his best. I bet you couldn't do it. And you know what? I couldn't. I absolutely could not play golf. Never played it in my life, and I suck at putt-putt. But you know what? If I was the president, or I was running to be the president, I wouldn't be wasting my time with this. This is really kind of funny, because Trump's piss-poor performance on the golf club and ignoring everything around him, that is the perfect microcosm of the Republican Party these days. There are so many things that need to be addressed, issues tackled, problems solved, but rather than doing any of that, rather than coming to the table, trying to strategize or thinking of any solution to help better the people of this country, just ignore it. Let it go. Don't pay it any mind, and instead focus on what you want. And that is just exactly what the Republicans have become. Republicans don't really believe in much of anything, despite what they may say on television of how they like to say they're the party of Lincoln, or that they are the party that really embraces the Christian ideals or Christian nationalism as of late. But the truth of the matter is they hold nothing. They have nothing. All of their rhetoric ultimately stems down to just anti-left rhetoric. They just don't like or don't want what Democrats want. It's not that they're necessarily providing an alternative, it's that they're saying, we don't like what you're saying or you're doing, so we're going to try to stop you. The Republicans have nothing, and so many of their ideals and policies are either incredibly antiquated or are outright detrimental to the country and its economy, its culture, everything. They are a destructive party. So honestly, Republicans, just do yourselves a favor. Follow in Trump's footsteps. Stay the hell out of the White House. Stay the hell out of the government. Just go to the golf courses. Go to your country clubs. Go do those golf tournament challenges or whatever, and just leave the country alone. Stop being this horrible, destructive, and oppressive force that you have horribly transformed into. Nothing would honestly make me happier than if Trump followed in President Biden's footsteps and said, you know what? I'm out. I'm done with this. I am going to step away as the presidential nominee for the Republicans, and instead I'm going to spend my last few years on the golf course, assuming we can't get him in jail. Trump has done more than enough damage to the fabric of this country that will take years, if not outright decades, to fully heal and overcome. So maybe just show us this small little mercy, Trump. Go out, leave the presidential race, and just go golf. Just leave us the hell alone.